In this video, I am going to explain to you when you have to pay taxes to another state, even if you are not physically located in that state. But before we get started, I'm gonna need you to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any wealth building information. Now, let's get after it. Do you owe income taxes in another state, even though you don't live in that state? Here's the thing that I want you to understand. States apportion income based on a term called nexus. You may be wondering to yourself, Carla, what is nexus? Well, I am going to explain it to you so you will always know whether or not you need to file and pay income taxes in another state. The first thing you have to consider, do you have employees in another state? So if you have employees outside of your state in which you live and they are working for your business, you are going to have to file income taxes in that particular state because states apportion income based on certain factors. The second consideration is, do you have a warehouse in another state? Many of you are doing online businesses and you may have your products warehoused in another geographical area. If you do, you have a nexus to that state. You have a connection to that state because your physical property, your inventory is located in that state. So if you have a warehouse in another state, you're absolutely going to have to file an income tax return in that particular state. The third thing that you have to consider is whether or not you own property in another state. And when I say own property, do you have an office building there that you are utilizing for your business? If you do, you're going to have to file an income tax return in that particular state. The fourth thing that I want you to realize is that you may have a filing requirement, but you may not owe income tax. This is where there's so much confusion. People may think to themselves, I don't have to pay income taxes, so I'm not going to file. You do not want to get yourself in that situation. You can technically have a filing requirement because you're doing business across that state line, but you may not owe any income tax. You always want to be in compliance because the worst thing that can happen is that you get your business up and going, then all of a sudden, knock, 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 here comes one of these state taxing authorities coming after you and you don't know what to do. So to make sure that you're in compliance is to remember the 3 nexus rules. Do you have property in that state? Do you have inventory in that state? Do you have employees in that state? If you do, you need to file a tax return in that state. And now that you know better, you absolutely have to do better. That is why you're going to like, you're going to comment, and you're going to subscribe so I can keep you updated on all things business, tax, and wealth building.